Okay, in level 2, your child should be able to float on their front and on their back by themselves. So we introduced this in level 1, and if you didn't do level 1, that's okay. It's pretty simple. So if you're going to help them learn to float on their back, you want to approach them from their head. So I can hold Neil, and I can just hold his head right now. If he was a little bit uncomfortable about this, I can hold his back right here. And the important parts is that they have their toes, their hips, and their ears, their head, in one alignment. All right, as soon as they bring their toes out of the water, bring your toes out of the water, bring your toes all the way out, he's going to start to sink. His hips are going to sink. Okay, so we just keep everything in one alignment. That's easy for you to say, toes in the water, toes in the water. Oh, push your tummy up. Keep those hips at the top of the water. A lot of kids actually don't know where their hips are, so do make sure that you show them where their hips are so they know when you're trying to cue that. And then ears are always in the water and their body's in one straight alignment. One thing I say to kids is, are you sleeping in a bed? Can you sleep in a bed for me? And then the other thing I say is, oh, you're sitting in a chair. Oh, you're sitting in a chair. Oh, you're sinking, you're sitting in a chair. So we want them sleeping in a bed. You can practice this in zero entry water. Like, it's the very shallow spot, right? Okay, in zero entry water. You can also practice laying on a bed and say, this is how you do it in a back float. You can practice in a bathtub like this. If they don't know the straight line, sometimes I have them lay on the side of the pool and just say, okay, we're going to practice relaxing on your back. And that's the important part, alignment and relaxing. Okay, so in level 2, though, we focus more on being able to do it by themselves. If they're struggling with this, go back to level 1 and learn all of the tips and tricks to get them floating on their back. This is crucial for level 2, probably the #1 skill they should know. So I can have him float on his back. Sorry. And he can just float. All right, he is using his arms. Let go, don't use your arms. Hold still. There we go. And he can just float here. He could probably float here for 10 seconds. The goal would be between 5 to 10 seconds. Neil probably could do like a minute if I asked him to. But the goal is 5 to 10 seconds in level 2. Okay, from here, there's a natural progression to fish finning, which is what we'll talk about next.